Welcome back again today. So today I'm going to be talking about African dragons or serpent dragons. And all dragons are not the same around the world. There's Asian, Eastern dragons, right? African dragons, there's European dragons. But I don't think a lot of people really think about African dragons or even know that they had them, or African serpents. And so today I'm going to talk about them. Please excuse me with some of the pronunciation. I cannot pronounce all these names correctly. Someone down under from these cultures and these lands can let me know exactly the right pronunciation. I'm going to try to do my best, but I just wanted to make sure this video gets out here because I wanted people to realize like how diverse and unique Africa is, and to think about a subject that maybe a lot of people just don't think about when it comes to Africa. So the first dragon we're going to talk about is Ayada Widu. And this one is the great rainbow cosmic serpent in Fan and Dahomey cosmology, and is related to West African Vundun or voodoo traditions. Beyond carrying the creator and the help from the earth, Dambala practice as a contemporary serpent spirits representing creation, fertility, rainbows, and continuous. In some accounts, the serpent is double-bodied, male and female aspect, and is intimately connected to weather, metal, because it feeds on iron, mountains, and earthquakes. Rituals and offerings to the serpent emphasize purity, with white offerings being offered to the serpent dragon, and the serpent's association with rainbows and life cycles. The Fan origin myth explicitly links the serpent's coils beneath the earth to the planet's stability and predicts cosmic catastrophes if its food, which is iron, runs out. Scholars note strong continuity between local West African serpent myths and the way of these dragons, in which was carried across the Atlantic in Afro-Caribbean religions, where these beliefs are still believed to some extent in Cuba, Brazil, South America, Central America, with the Afro populations and indigenous populations in that land. Another one from the Fan and Dahomey people, and Yoruba as well, is another serpent in form that appears in Fan traditions and is pronounced Oshimar, and as another variety or variant of the West African rainbow serpent theme. He's also known as Da as well. And Da is treated by some Fan authors as a name or local variant of a cosmic serpent linked to the Mawu Lisa's creation. Da in the Yoruba tradition is a orisha associated with the rainbow, endless continuing, wealth, and the cycle flow of life. Da functions include transporting celestial energy, connecting heaven and earth, and acting as a symbol of transformation, sometimes linked to weather patterns such as rain and rainbows, and also prosperity and decline. The next serpent dragon, Bida, is from the Wagadu, or ancient Ghana, kingdoms and empires. There's many variations of how this serpent dragon is spelled, but it appears in the ancient kingdom of Wagadu, often equated with the Ghana Empire in oral memory. Bida is a deep, well-dwelling great serpent or dragon that demanded maiden sacrifices in return for rains of gold, a mythical explanation for the extraordinary wealth or gold trade associated with the early West African empires. The hero slayer motif is classic. A champion frees the kingdom by killing the serpent, but Bida curses the land, explaining a decline in prosperity. The Inyanga oral tradition speaks of the next dragon serpent, Mwindu epic, which contains multiple serpents and dragon figures. Mukiti is a powerful water serpent who presides over rivers and whose realm is both beautiful and deadly. Mukiti is sometimes hostile, sometimes neutral, but is primarily a supernatural aquatic power that meditates fertility, wealth, and hazard associated with the rivers. For our last serpent dragon, it will be Apep, which is a classical Egyptian personification of chaos and the chief adversary of the sun god Ra. Beyond the nightly attempt to swallow Ra's aura, Apep was ritually combated by priests using spells, percussion, and images of serpents who were ritually being destroyed. This was to ensure Ma'at's order. Sometimes the serpent dragon may be shown as a giant coiled serpent, as a crocodile-like beast, or as a hybrid with human features in some late texts. Apep gathered an army of demons and embodied storms, darkness, and cosmic disorder. Eclipse and storm events were interpreted as his partial victories. Please like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications so you get all my videos. Add me on all social medias. Until next time, peace, one love.
So catch me if I fall.